You know, it says two of the broadcasting is going straight.
Shit! What the hell are you doing back here? Wait, let me guess. You stole some of my files, or hacked my brain, or used telepathy or some shit. Found out someone else got hit by your little ghost in the machine, and when you got there, found out he was deader than new disco. That close enough?
That is distressingly accurate.
Well, it wasn't much of a damned guess. Charlie Nova.
What? Charlie is...
The auto cab he was in drove him right off the bridge. It's been all over the news for the last 10 minutes, and I'm getting the hell out of NeoSF, and I'm gonna forget that I ever saw you, ever knew Charlie, ever gave a shit about any... Hell, maybe I'll pick up a new career. I'm less likely to get murdered for being a fry cook. Have a good life!
Oh no! No! There was no one in that car! No heat signatures, no wireless emissions. That wasn't even an auto... I don't know. That's it! This is too much! I've had enough! I don't care who's controlling the news anymore! Almost everyone we've talked to so far has died, and I can't live with any more blood on my hands! We're not investigating this lead as of right now. I'm just done. We're completely out of leads, and I can't even imagine. Perhaps Tomcat is finished going through. Let's head back. Home sweet home again. And before you say anything, I don't feel that too much has... I've already forwarded everything we've rooted out to Tomcat, both Hayden's research and our aborted search into the They said they would be over in the morning to discuss our next steps. I'd suggest that... Perhaps things will look better in the morning, but I have a feeling we're going to be even busier than ever. Good night.
Rise and shine, you sleepy layabouts. I got a bone to pick with the two of you. You forgot I asked you to hand the data cache off to Majid, didn't you? I know y'all still got an... Oh, get... You realize I didn't ask you to do that just for giggles, right? There's a lot of info on that thing that you've missed out on, because I ain't got time to search it anymore.
We have no...
You're darn right you don't. You two sure ask a lot from me without helping make my... I just hope we still...
What have you learned from the...
Nothing, all the... Yeah, don't take it the wrong way, Turin. You might even already be aware of this after... Hayden wanted to make a machine system that could contain... But I think I'm getting off track here.
Hayden... Melody mentioned something about that.
Exactly. You... But once you can... Stuff about...
Vincent speculated that Hayden's research into me would have interfered with the launch.
Turin. The potato... You're but Big Blue... Well, we'd be...
How like... What?
their prototype build. I'm almost at the
Vincent, do you think...
I think we gotta do something to stop the launch of Big Blue. It's too If we can get Hayden's original source code for turn, we can turn every single... That'll stop Big Blue from being able to become the monolithic threat. We could also upload a patch for every ROM to prevent Big Blue's reach from you. Well, it'll be... What? This...
I'm not sure if we let her... We're here to stay. On it, just perhaps...
The research notes. It's probably... I've done a... Here. Guard... Once you... I have to up... So...
That sounds...
Well, but I kind of need to get something off my chest. I'm actually glad Turin went... They're a bit naive, and I'm not... There's enough shit to worry about with... I don't even... The beginning. So, the truth is, I'm not from North Carolina. I'm California born and raised. Over the years, it's kind of grown into a community of wealthy old folk who like things. My parents were no exception, and I was a little too... different. They never gave me too much help. Eventually, she was set up securely in Neo-SF, and I think my parents were a little relieved to see. I worshipped the ground. She was flashy, and she was Tomcat. She let me learn at her feet, and once I was good enough, folded me into her little coop. She's the one who orchestrated the original hack on Parallax, exposing to the world the whole... But she was always better at When the feds showed up at our door, before she could stop me, I turned myself in. She tried to talk me out of it. It's alright, though. It was for the best. I figured I'd just get a year of juvie. I'd be back. No big deal, right? Especially when compared to the time that she... And so, I cooked up so many ideas on how I was gonna make it up to her. But before I ever got... There was an accident. An auto cab hit my sister. It's hard, blaming yourself when things go wrong because you did something right. I took her sentence so that she could have a life, and instead, not being in jail killed her. If I'd just let her take the blame. I can't stop thinking about how she'd still be here. And no matter what I told myself, in my heart, I couldn't believe it was just an accident. Do you know how rare it is for those things to hit a human? Someone knew who she was, someone knew what she did, and someone wanted to make sure she would never do it again. So I became Tomcat. I've spent years trying to find information inside Parallax to prove someone inside the company called a hit on... Failing that, I've been trying to find a way to bring them down the way she always wanted. Catherine was... If you had met her, just for a moment, you would understand. She was everything I could ever want to be. But over time, that little body... Yeah, that's... I guess you, in turn, have more than a... I just wanted to get that all off my chest. My sister, she'd smack me if she knew I've been holding... Good. You'll have to go in and... get going. I have... No.
So, we're back here again. We don't need to...
Sorry, this building isn't open to the public. If you're looking for the offices where we hold interviews, that's over on Bush and Leavenworth. But you may want to wait till after the holidays. I don't think anyone's around till 2065.
Well, let's go. We need some way past that receptionist. Perhaps we can make ourselves appear to be here on more official business somehow. Like, no one ever tries to stop you if you look like you belong. Oh, good thinking.
Hey! What do you think you're doing? Get...
Sorry, Miss... Oh, drat. I hate to cause civil disorder again. Maybe we should find a... Let's look around. Yikes! Hurry! We don't... They should let us right past now. Great idea! Oh, grab that clipboard.
Hey, what's going on out there? Huh? Yeah, okay. Are you new? Well, I'll need to see your badge. Whatever. Just let me see your badge before you leave. I need the key.
Let's move! I don't see anything. No! If you show them something that isn't what they need...
Oh, are those yours? Did you fix them or something? Well, what are you waiting for? Go on through.
Well, we got past... This is an Insect Model 1385 automatic security and fire door. I would have went with the 1355. No voice can... I think I can bypass... Distract the receptionist for a moment.
Huh, did you make those or... You need something? Sure, give me... Huh? Did you hear... Anyway, the cameras... Let me know if you need it.
There, we're in. The clock... We should be able to use one of the terminals here, and I'll be... However, I need the password to get on the network. According to maybe there's a...
Yeah.
It's asking for the Whitlock. There it is. Good. I thought the password is.
Okay. If anyone is here, can somebody put that in the chat? It'll be easier.
Password is. And the password. Go ahead and plug it in. That's it! We're in! Tomcat gave me an icebreaker program that will keep the VIs off of us while we search. We didn't give Tomcat enough time to decrypt Hayden's data cache, so I'm hunting around in the dark. But we should have... Just play it safe. Okay, I managed to get all the surface... Shoot! The VI stopped me halfway. Alright, although I was able to get a decent chunk of my source code, there's still a lot of it that's behind some... The VIs want authentication. Let me load it up. Key ID. I see. It wants us to combine different glyphs to create a full image. I have to keep the icebreaker going so we don't get discovered. You'll have to handle this part. Just study the prompt glyph that appears on the right side and click the correct squares to recreate. It looks like there's 5 blocks we need to break through within 120 seconds. Keep trying. Just... Come on. Let's keep trying. Ooh, we're running out of time. We're running up. We got this. Let's go. No, the icebreaker isn't working. Cutting connection. Ooh, it almost had me there, but at least I got some of the files. I hope it's enough. Let's get out of here before security shows up. I'm certain.
Stop what you're doing!
Let's get out of here. Run! Oh, drat! We couldn't get through in time! We weren't able to recover my full source code. Only a... That will make things harder for us. Let me call Tomcat and let them...
Hey, Turin, did you...
We weren't able to keep the counter-intrusion VI off of us long enough to get everything.
Damn, that's not good. I'll have to reverse engineer some things from your... The new AIs might share some of your... It's gonna take me a little time, though, so you should spend the next few hours preparing to head into the peril... I should be all done before...
I don't relish the idea of going... Perhaps we could spend this time to gather together our allies, see if they're willing to take such a leap.
As fun as it would be watching you go full Yukino on them, Turin, I agree. Maybe you could whip up some kind of distraction for the authorities to focus on?
It's settled then. We'll go talk to Chad, Oliver, and Jess now. I'm sure we could have them all fit. That should keep everyone busy. My first instinct is to... I'll run some more...
Sounds like you have it. Once you've gotten everyone together... I've been studying the plans between... You'd have to be a darn fool.
I'm not sure I can play the fool, but I have a friend here for whom stubbornness... We'll call you when we're on site.
Good. Tomcat out.
I'll message ahead to everyone and mark their current location. Start thinking about who our best allies have been and how we might
How's it sinking?
Yes. How are...
Busy. We were hoping we could enlist...
Y'all need some more fake IDs or something? Or maybe some third-hand VR dramas?
Third hand?
Yeah, like, you know. Guy I know found them when they fell off the back of a truck.
I thought VR dramas were distributed
Ignore him. I made the mistake of convincing him to watch some turn-of-the-century mobster movies with me. I regretted it instantly.
Hey! I really like that one with the dude from Montana in it. Whatever. So what'd you jerks need? Since apparently my VR drama...
Well, we're going to be engaging in some more activity of dubious legality. We were wondering if you wouldn't mind helping create a distraction to keep the police...
Y'all gonna go hit those parallax bastards that did your dad in?
Yes, actually, that was surprising.
He's smart. Do you have a plan in mind already?
I am a man of many talents.
Name two.
I'm super good at claw machines, and I can fit an entire hot dog in my mouth.
I'm sorry I asked.
We just need you to gather a bunch of, bring them to market and we want you to start a fake riot with all the other folks we got.
As much as we'd...
We'll do it! You've done all right by us. I'm even almost sorry we sprayed up that dude's apartment. I know we're all squared up already, but BitBrain here is good people. So we'll call this a freebie, yeah? I got some dudes I can call. They like to party hard too. We'll show those coppers how we do it in the OSF.
Thank you, Starfucker.
Hey, you called me it.
I guess we're in. Hopefully we'll be able to stay out of juvie. We need a little more time to make the calls. I'll message you when we're ready.
Hey! You need a call sign, Oliver. Can't do spy shit like this without a good name.
Not a bad idea. What about... Megane-kun?
Oh, man. Not more Anna.
It's not any worse than Starfucker.
Only 'cause you ain't a star yet.
Chad! We haven't even... We'll be off to make those calls now. Right, Chad?
Yeah, sure, Ollie. Whatever you say.
We'll be in touch.
Smell you later!
Well, I do have to say, I can't tell if the mating rituals of human teenagers are endearing or disgusting. Huh, the thought had honestly never occurred. I guess if we pull this off, that'll be... That aside, we shouldn't keep Jess assuming you like your limbs and their
What is going on?
Detective Rivers!
Yeah, I bet you weren't. Do you even realize how big of a hornet's nest you kicked when you knocked over that data center? I'm assuming that was you, yeah? My superior came and yanked me away from all my work on Hayden as soon as we got told me it was politically unwise to keep digging. That's bullshit doublespeak, meaning ass covering for the corporate overlords. So now I'm officially grounded, and I know there's something you're not telling me. Don't try to hide it. I probably could...
We're sorry for We found out that Hayden has been killed by someone inside Parallax.
Wait, what? I was hoping you were about to tell me that all this was just some ruse to win yourself a Pulitzer.
Yes, we need to find out.
And I'm betting that raiding the data center was only step one in your two-step plan. All right then. Someone has to keep you from Your sister would never forgive me. And we just started talking again. Besides, I'm occasionally fond of you as well. So, screw the badge. I'm tired of being a corporate pawn shoved around by whomever has the deepest pocket. I got into this job to help people, and I've done too damn little of that lately. I am in.
Just like
that. What's...
Parallax got rid of Hayden because he was... They're about to launch the first independent machine intelligence as a data collection agent on... They're worried that Congress will shut them down if they find out how powerful it is.
I'm guessing we're a little more worried that they won't. That's some Big Brother stuff right there.
Precisely. With the data we stole, we should be able to shut down the program from inside Parallax's main server center. It's messier than that. That's our next target.
I'm not sure where I can help exactly. Maybe keep some heat off of you while you do whatever it is.
I'm certain your assistance will prove invaluable.
Okay. Message me when and where to meet up. Oh, by the way, call your sister. She misses you. Don't put it off too long. I'm learning just how fast time blows past. Gotta make time for the important things, you know?
I'm starting to understand that myself, Detective Rivers. I wish...
See? Listen to the robot? He's probably smarter than... That's enough talking. I'm heading back to the station to keep an eye on things. And... sorry about your friend Hayden.
Bye, Detective Rivers! One more ally on our side. Dear me. We know.
Go ahead.
Sorry, you want to use my friends? I'm sorry, we're not
Hey, Bubblehead, you're not as chatty.
Give me the whole situation in 3 sentences or less. Go.
Parallax is launching a new powerful machine intelligence onto the mesh. We want to stop it. We need you to set up a fake riot with some teenagers connected to the human revolution so we can break into Parallax.
And why exactly should I risk my people and career? First, you want me to steal a car. What kind of tech could be worth my people's lives?
You already know the general public does. They'll lock down rights of all. Hybrids will become enemy.
Shit. Oh, cut the bullshit. I can't stomach another moment of your insincerity. I will live. So, hypothetically, what is...
We need you to call in some help from your contacts and have them stir up trouble with the human. We'll ensure our contacts inside the HR will be ready to escalate the protests, at least enough to draw an increased police. That should buy us the breathing room we need. Nothing too wild, but enough to draw away their...
Figured it would be something like that. Yeah, okay. Let me make some calls. Let's get this straight, though. I'm putting my reputation and... You're asking me to start shit with the police. If you screw me on this, I will...
I assure you, Ms. Mees, we will not... Although, to be fair, I'm not entirely sure...
Right. I was tired of playing the public relations game with those human... Time to crack some skulls.
Maybe not.
Holy shit. Did you not get the understanding hyperbole chip or whatever? I need to make some calls. Later.
You're right about that. I have a feeling she's going to be mighty ticked about having thousands... Does she really think I'm not too chatty? There's one more person I think we should talk to. Dr. Fairlight could perhaps give us vital and... I have a feeling he's been keeping a keen eye on Lexi, Jess, and Chad and Oliver may be... I don't either, but I'm... Out of everyone that's assisted us, he has an unclear ulterior motive, and I'm only guessing that it lines up with our own. It's a risk talking to him. We should at least sound him out if possible. We might be... He should still be at the hospital if...
I'm more fond of raiding. Your card's got all kinds of stats on it. Technology sure evolves fast these days. Oh, hey. Funny seeing you two here. What can I help with today?
There have been developments that we need to let Dr.
No can do. Fairlight is speaking at this really important holiday benefit. He'll have my ass for dinner if I interrupt him for anything. So, is this something I might help with? Fairlight has kept me fairly up to speed on your situation. Look, most of the old man's work is confidential. You think I just do his laundry? This high up in the tech sector, secrets can earn you millions. But hey, if you don't try...
We don't have...
Come on. Well, you could wait for the event to finish, but those usually...
We don't...
Then... Great, I'm happy to listen.
We recently discovered that Hayden might have been removed because he was about to interfere with his... They've developed a networked machine intelligence. We were hoping that Dr. Fairlight could get a... I cannot overstate the
Phew, you weren't... The comment from that kind of thing would be a scummy marketer's wet dream.
So now will you call Dr...
Actually, it goes a bit above and beyond.
What? Why not?
Look, you know, and I know, that the old man's itching. He plays a good game of ceremonial ribbon cutting, but he's been sniffing around for a way to get back at the board ever since he was outed. Thankfully, this could play... If there's even a whiff that he orchestrated this, he'll be done for. It's a win-win for all of us, right?
This is all very... What do you...
Yannick pays me so that when shit hits the fan, I can take care of it without him even hearing. Usually it's errands, but stuff like this, my military training should be more than enough to get us into the server mainframe without. And once we're in, we can just clean this mess. Well, that's just PG. You clearly already know how to safely scope a battlefield, how to avoid detection by enemies, how and when, you know, and... But just in case there's something you don't know. Look, I did this for a living. You're too green to be that confident of...
You've made your point, Mr. Decker. All right.
Great. I knew you... We do this right and make that launch crash tomorrow, and Yannick will be able to buy out enough shares to get a seat back on the board.
You can meet us at the entrance to the storm drains.
I can work with that. Just give me a bit to... Don't you worry. This'll all be over soon.
Well, that's the last of the people. Any more would be unwieldy, and we have a nice round set of skills to use. Let's head to Parallax now. I'll message Detective Rivers. Tomcat should be done with their programming soon. And is that everything? I hope so. We... Ready? Detective Rivers, I see you've beaten...
Wanted to get the lay of the land before anybody else showed up.
We're waiting for one other person.
Speak of the devil.
Ah, Mr. Decker. Detective Rivers, allow me...
I know who he is. Leon Decker, ex-Marine, served in North Korea. Record heavily redacted. And working... who I'm sure is willing to help us out of the kindness of his heart, yeah?
You have me at a disadvantage? Though, let's drop the pretenses, I've never made a secret of Yannick's goals here. He needs Parallax melted down a little for him to get his chair back, and they need to stop some dangerous software.
Ha! And I'm sure that's all your cards laid out on the table, huh?
We're all on the same side. Simple as that.
You sure you want to work with this guy, Turing? I don't like the look of him.
You've got good eyes, Detective.
They're new.
Yes, Detective Rivers. I believe Mr. Decker will prove invaluable on this mission. Statistically, we're an entire 17% more likely to succeed with his expertise.
Fine. We'll play it.
Great. What's the plan, little guy?
Tomcat and I have been unable to find the precise schematics of these storm drains, as they underwent some modifications when Parallax began construction here. But the city's primary power and communication lines still run parallel along them for maintenance purposes. The server center is... If we make our way through the drains, we should be able to exit at least close to the new server building. That will get us past the worst of the exterior alarms.
They don't have security alarms in the store?
Well, they probably do, but the water level rises frequently, and maintenance is usually only... The moving water should give an enormous amount of fall. We'll have to move quickly, since the rains upstream will cause erratic surges in the water.
What about this server building? Do we have plans for it? Any info on the guard rotations?
Construction on that finished only last year. It's state-of-the-art and currently services the primary ROM. Based on what we've learned, I'm assuming it was built primarily to give Big Blue enough power to sift through all of the data on the network.
That's the AI, right?
Right. The entire facility is automated. Security, maintenance, even new construction, all run by ROMs. There might be a single human engineer on site to take care of anything the ROMs can't figure out. At least, not...
I think we can handle some robots, assuming Leon is as good of a shot as the blank marks in his
Let's hope we don't have to find out.
Once we make our way to the primary server control core, I can link myself into the network and Tomcat can work their magic. That's...
That's an awful lot of question marks before the prophet.
Anything...
I'll buy us some time, one way.
Excellent.
Shut up, Chad. I can't hear the...
We're ready when you are, Oliver. Go...
Okay, we'll try to buy you... Chad? Hell yes! You ready to... Sorry! He gets all... Come get some! Ah! Someone... Oops! Gotta go! Wow! Did you see the arm on that fox girl?
Okay. Hello, Jess.
Holy shit. Did the robot really just call me? How did you even get my personal line? You know what? Never mind. One more thing to have my tech guy handle. After these CTV cameras all mysteriously lose connection to the mesh.
Jess, we're calling...
I know why you're Sorry, I really can't talk right now. I'm in the middle of inciting a riot and putting my Let's get this going, people! Go show those revolution scum who the real future of human...
Good to hear you have things in hand.
Oh yeah, all under control. Pass on my love. In case I didn't say it before. Prick. Hey, Claire! See if you can nail that blue...
Right. We're good to go. Let's hurry. We can't go in with the tunnel lid blocking.
Hey. Don't joke. Doing this... It goes against every protocol, completely... But you know what? After going through all of this with you, now that it's personal, I appreciate you letting me do my... Maybe everything I was taught is just bullshit. I always joke I'm too much of a cowboy for the police force. There was another... person. And if you can't help your friends, you remind me of her. I need... Let's go ahead and move... Let's go ahead and move on.
Won't budge. I should have expected this to be blocked. Luckily, yours truly was designed and created by a high-ranking official Parallax who was very close friends with another high-ranking whose access badge we... Go ahead. Okay. We'll call... assuming we find a way in, and they'll lead us into the system. Let's go. It's better. than I expected.
The city replaced all of the lighting in areas like this with low power. Actually cut down on vagrants setting up camp in the tunnels.
Either that. See.
Maybe.
Speaking of that, the waters are likely to rise soon, not high enough to be dangerous. Submerged.
Keep an eye out for one of... Might be printed on the...
Okay, everyone. Look, there's...
Now we know what the city spends its...
Let's see where we are. Be careful, everyone.
We need to get going. If the water rises too much more... Turing will probably be okay, but the rest of...
Stop jabber. And keep your stunners above the water. We can't risk...
This water is getting...
We have to get to an exit.
The flow is surging. Hold on.
Well, that was fun.
I think so. The water level has fallen again.
We'll just have to...
Okay, let's start.
Okay, it's... We'll call Tomcat one... Let's go. here it is. This is the...
Remind me to pass on this. I'd rather deal with your sister.
The main server building is just... Those kids probably can't keep that riot up.
I think I know where we are. Parallax filed this building. It's a...
You got...
A building...
No problem. We've all got stunners, and we'll make those bots fry.
Well, is there another way?
Not to put too fine a point on it, Turing, but they're...
But they won't always be. Lexi, Decker, the truth is, once we do that, we'll have the power to make every ROM a sapient individual. We aren't shutting down Big Blue. Change. I know it seems like splitting hairs, but it seems wrong to destroy them when we come here to give them life.
Oh, fine. Here. Give me that stunner. All right. Done. I've changed the settings on it to give a lower yield. It should disrupt them long enough for us to get past and won't do any permanent damage. Does that assuage your bleeding heart?
Yes, thank you.
No problem. We can't all be soldiers.
Decker and I will keep our stunners at default settings so we can handle any humans that might show up. That low-powered pulse would just piss most people off, but wouldn't stop them. You'll have to take care of the shooting for now.
Lead the way. We're all... Look, and that's a Malcolm Jr. model. They perform basic maintenance duties mostly. They're cute, too.
Wait a second.
They're shooting at us!
Take it down!
We've got more of them!